YouTube, what's going on? It's Too Tall Shaw once again delivering an early morning vlog for you guys. Real quick before I jump into work, just want to tell you guys about having a self-worth, knowing your self-worth, knowing that you're more than what people may perceive or what society may allows you. And the reason I'm bringing up this vlog this morning because of the simple fact, a couple months ago I used to have a job where it made me do things such as question my self worth, question my success, question my ability, question my future, question where I want to be in the future, and made me question certain races. It also made me question how I am as a person. Um, with that job, the job entailed, and it seemed so legit to me. Right after I graduated from undergrad, from shout out to HBCUs, HBCU love by the way, but right after I graduated undergrad, I was just on the job search. I was still working in my restaurant. I was advancing there. Getting management shifts and things of that nature. Um, but as I would applying for certain positions, I was just so much in the rush of trying to get money, just trying to, not generally focusing on succeeding, but trying to get paid and trying to advance. And that's what probably what my problem was. My tie's a little crooked. I'll tie it again later. But when I got the job, I wasn't educated on the compensation, which was strictly commission, and I wasn't concentrated on actually what we did in the job. And when I first came into it, the people were so friendly. I mean, of course, because they want you to come to it. But I guess, I mean, don't get me wrong, I did receive proper training, and I'm not bashing it at all, but it was, it was a good job financially, for some people. But with that being said, it's like I kind of didn't realize my worth when I was doing it. Um, Basically, we would go out into neighborhoods and we would try to sell people TV, phone, and internet. And we wouldn't just go door to door. I mean, it was, but we would go to specific houses and everything. And we did that, and like I said, we go to certain neighborhoods, and I remember, I mean, like I said, it's commission based. I remember going out for a whole week without making any sales. Therefore, I had a check with nothing on it. And yeah, and we get checks every week. So I remember getting a check with nothing on it. And looking back on it, I'm like, man, like, I really can't do this. I mean, that means I'm not going to have any money. I mean, everybody else is doing it. Why can't I do that? And it made me question myself. It made me look at myself like, am I good enough? Am I intelligent enough to get this done? I mean, what am I doing wrong where I can't go to somebody's house and say, hey, do you want to buy this product? I didn't understand it. Um, Another thing is, they don't pay our mileage. So we were just driving out there with the money that we did make. Even though, yeah, it's a possibility that you can make 15 to 20,000. You know what I'm saying? In a certain amount of time, you can make like 2,000 a week, maybe. But we put ourselves in danger and driving long distances to like an hour away from the office. And I mean, I've been in a neighborhood, which is actually a nice neighborhood, where a guy just pulled out a gun on me because he thought I was trying to rob him, even though I came to his front door with khakis, AT&T shirt on, and I rung the doorbell, and he thought I was trying to rob him, and he pulled a gun out on me. Um, I've been, and we usually go out like an afternoon to like 8 o'clock at night, so it's dark outside. And I've been in a neighborhood where, of course, it was predominantly white and big fancy houses, and two cop cars came up on me and a K9 unit vehicle. That means that they were ready to chase somebody. That's exactly what that means. However, pretty much, of course, that was a racist situation, which is another story for another day. But in that situation, I was in danger. Was I compensated for that? Not at all. Hard being a black man, which is another story as well. Um, but with that being said, those situations alone, not even ones that I'm probably not even going to talk about, is what really made me like, dang, I can't get this done. And I'm looking around at the office. Some of the others are doing a great job, and particularly, the white employees, of course, are making all the money. Particularly the women. And I mean, when I stepped back and looked at myself, I was like, man, like you really suck at this. I'm looking at myself in the mirror saying this just because of this little job. And I talked to a very, very good friend of mine, and she told me that I can't base what I think of myself off of this job that actually is kind of flawed. Like the system is really flawed. And with that being said, it's flawed because the simple fact it's not gonna work for a black man. You just can't go to anybody's house, knock on their door anymore. In this day in society, and say, "Hey, would you like to buy some TV, phone, or internet?" No, it's not gonna work. The system's flawed. Another story. But it just seemed like I was keeping myself from advancing. I was getting other job offers, better job offers to while I was at this job, and I'm like, no, I can't quit. I don't want to stop. And I let those other job offers down. Great job offers, like with a salary, may I say, a great salary, while I'm going out in public in the cold at night with animals in most places, and the possibility of getting shot because I'm a big black man. And I would, like I said, I was questioning myself, and she and my friend told me, like, you are stupid. You can't let these opportunities pass you by while you're at something that's clearly flawed, that only works for certain types of people, i.e., white, which is true, because nobody wants to see me knock on their door. And most of all, always putting myself self in danger. And I really thought about something. Like, she was right. I wasn't looking at the bigger picture. I believe personally that I was put on this earth to help people. And with that being said, I wasn't helping people. Like, it was a couple times when I got some sales and they were like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. We're gonna love our TV and internet and phone." And I'm like, no problem. And I'm looking at the other people who've made sales, of course, who've made a lot of sales. And people will call them back like, "I need help. I don't know what to do." He's like, yeah, I call a technician. Click. And don't ever do anything. I'm like, oh my God, man. Just trying to get a sale. And I understand it's a business or whatever. And I'm starting to think it's fake because of the simple fact all they do in the office all day is play around. But that's another story for another day. However, it just seemed so fake because I wasn't advancing like I should have. And when I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to be 35 years old and going to my child's career day. I don't have any kids yet, by the way. But go to my child's career day and say, "Hey, Mr. Too Tall Shaw, what do you do?" "Oh, I sell TV, phone, and internet, standing between the fireman and the dentist." Right. So with that being said, guys, make sure you know your self-worth. Make sure you know the big picture of what you want to do. Never ever let anybody take you away from that. Never ever let anybody deter you away from the possibilities of your future. Never ever let anyone tell you what you can't do, because you can do anything as long as you want to, and as long as you put your mind to it, and as long as you put forth all the effort you can. You gotta put down your feet, play your part, and drive, drive, drive. That's what you gotta do. Never ever let anybody tell you what you can't do. Peace out, guys.